Well, we started off the broadcast with the very sad news of the passing of Jose Fernandez, 24-year-old pitcher for the Marlins, two-time All-Star. He was Rookie of the Year a couple of years back. And if you didn't hear the news, he was killed in a boating accident overnight in Miami. He was actually scheduled to pitch today, but yesterday was told that they were going to push him back a day, and he was going to pitch against New York on Monday. The Mets are headed to Miami, so he had an extra day off, and overnight he and two others were killed in that boating accident. And it really it kind of rocks Major League Baseball when you hear something like that. It's happened before. I think back to some of the guys that terrible accidents. I think of Corey Lytle is one of them. He was killed in that plane accident a few years back as Manny Barris rips that one to first base. Nice play by Loney. But Leslie, you think about it, and it affects everybody in Major League Baseball, and it certainly affected the Phillies clubhouse this morning. It
did, and most notably Odubel Herrera, who spent some time with Fernandez at the All-Star game this year, and he said he was just such a gracious person. He took pictures with Odubel's parents. Odubel's dad is a big fan of his, and would take time for anybody. And he said he just can't believe it because it was just a few days ago he was talking to him at Citizens Bank Park, and when asked about the impact he had on him, he said he was a humble guy. He really liked to help people. Of course, he liked how he pitched, but he said he encouraged teammates in the dugout, and that always stood out to him. And then when asked about his legacy, he said, he taught us all we need to enjoy the game, and that perhaps is the best thing he said in terms of Fernandez, because everybody that I've talked to said that he just enjoyed the game so much, and his smile was infectious, and it carried over.
Yeah, that's the thing I take away from Jose Fernandez is every time we saw him over the past couple of years, he was laughing and smiling. That's just the way he was. He enjoyed every moment of it. Of course, he defected from Cuba when he was just 15 years old. He set up their family set up their lives in Tampa, Florida, and obviously a great baseball player as a kid, and everything about him just screamed that he enjoyed the game and enjoyed the life that the game provided for him and his family. And he announced last week that he was going to be a father. His girlfriend is pregnant at the time, so it's just a terribly sad situation.
Jose Reyes is playing with a heavy heart as well. He was friends with him and was too upset to actually speak before the game. So, there are people all over baseball who are feeling this. And you know what, Murph? I thought it was really fitting that they had a moment of silence for him right before the national anthem, a song about freedom, something he fought so hard for, and tried to tell everybody that appreciate what you have, because he knew where he came from.
Yep, he became a U.S. citizen a few years back, did Jose Fernandez, so it's hard to put into words when you wake up to news like that. One by Cesar Hernandez is going to find the seat, so the count remains full, 3-2. Here's what Zach Eflin, a couple of the Phillies players, tweeted out things. Absolutely devastating losing such a role model and a competitor. Jose set the bar high for the future of the game on and off the field. That's Phillies pitcher Zach Eflin on Twitter today. And that ball is grounded to the right side. Cesar Hernandez is going to be thrown out. 4-3 goes the putout. But the games continue on here in New York. The Mets have a 3-0 lead.